Welcome to the Average Rook. We are still playing Quest for Glory 5, Dragonfire. We are on the Rite of Peace. And there might be a few things that we need to do before that happens, but for all I know, we should have all the items that we need. God, that is so loud. We have the magic spear. We have the magic seeds, and we should be stocked up on healing pills, stamina pills, and health potions, and vitality potions. Click. And it should be synced up very well. Okay, so the stuff that we need to do. We need to run immediately to Science Island. Now, I completely glossed over this in one of the dialogue bits with Anagramma. Apparently, there was a box of chocolates sent to us from Elsa, but it was sent by a giant hulking person. There's only one person that fits that description, and that person is no longer at the panel. So, let us go up here and go over to the panel. Enter the access code. This will be the secret code that you got when you became a scientist of sorts. So that was algebra. A, L, G, E, B, R. I said R, A. Enter. You are correct. Oh my.
You should not have done that! You are not yet mentally prepared for the marvels that science reveals within its secret lab. Please go away!
Unfortunately, no. You need to tell us about all that you were doing, my friend, and you are going to tell us now. Is it gonna do anything? Okay, there we go. Ask about Dr. Pretorius.
I was just doing some minor adjustments on Gort. He was starting to act a bit heroic, and that would be most unwise. Science should be cautious, not foolhardy.
Ask about the secret laboratory.
You have not yet proved yourself worthy of the knowledge of this laboratory. Kindly forget that you have seen this.
Aha.
Some people might object to having a reanimated dead creature for a king. However, Gort shall be guided by my scientific genius, and such superstitious prejudice shall be eliminated. Science shall rule Silmaria whether Silmaria wishes it or not. Too long it has suffered from superstitious poppycock under the domination of the so-called wizards. With those charlatans properly drugged, we scientists will reign supreme.
Yeah, so these scientists have been the ones drugging the wizards because they want magic out of the way so science can prevail. What utter bastards. Okay, we have nothing more to say.
By the way, try not to mention the fact that Gort isn't quite human. Some people just won't understand. It shall be our little secret. Oh, and that bit about the drugged wizards? Forget you heard that. Why don't you? That's a good lad.
Yeah, we are definitely going to tell someone about that, you little git. Alright, let's exit out of here. And we might consider going for the, for Atlantis. Although that might be a bit of a problem. We may have to wait until the morning to do so, because there are some people we need to talk to before we get going. So, I would suggest maybe exercising and doing whatever until the night, and then sleeping until the morning, have your breakfast and do whatever. So I'll do all of that off screen, and I shall see you in the next morning. A long time later.
You! Wake up! I need to speak with you.
Otto? Oh, hi, Elsa.
I am being watched, so I had to make certain no one sees me speaking with you.
Okay.
I believe that my sponsor Minos is behind all of the problems in Silmaria. He acts kind to me, but I do not trust him. He knows too much about what is going on here. I also know he does not like you very much at all. It would not surprise me if the assassin tries to kill you next. You are the biggest threat to Minos. You may be the next king here.
Let's talk about Minos.
Minos was not pleased that I aided you with the Hydra. He has invested a lot of money in getting me here. He wants me to win by any means possible.
Interesting.
Minos is not a very good judge of character. He knows that I led the brigands in Spielberg, although I do not know from where he got this information. He believes I ran the brigands to overthrow my father. He thinks I'm a rogue without scruples.
Well, he's an idiot then.
I do not intend to alter this opinion. If he believes me to be a villain like himself, he may confide more in me. When I have the proof that he is guilty, I will make him face justice.
Well, what about
I
motives?
just wished you to know my suspicions in case I am killed. If I cannot prove that Minos is guilty, then you must do so.
We may have the means
Besides,
to do that.
You and I could be friends, if it were not that we always seem to be playing on the opposite sides.
Yeah, that is true. Alright, go through the rest of these topics and then we'll stop.
Make no mistake, you and I believe he is... I have not... I must be
And say goodbye.
You are correct. I must be returning to Minos' ship before I am missed.
He has a ship?
I will see you in the Hall of Kings. Take care.
Okay, bye. And then I suppose we just sleep. Elsa puts out the torches and softly sneaks out of your room. How did she get in here anyway? Okay, we're gonna automatically sleep or what? Alright, it is now the morning. Alright, let us get out of our bed and have some breakfast.
We're having goulash. You don't want to know. You really don't want to know.
Why don't you just tell us? We probably won't be surprised. At least from my experiences, we probably wouldn't be. Let's code over to the Famous Adventurer's correspondence school. We need to talk to the Famous Adventurer about where Atlantis might be. I completely forgot the Famous Adventurer opens a little bit later.
Good to see you again.
So we might as well spend this time to stock up. I do need to stock up on some stamina pills because I used some during exercising. I have 22, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. There we go. 3.
Hey, thanks. This will really help me keep the shop going so I can make some more good pills and potions.
Mm-hmm. Now let me just check my other stocks. What about the fireproofing potion? I could use 1 more. Hopefully I will only need 1 more. Let's try 40.
I'd really like to be able to sell stuff that cheaply, but then I wouldn't be able to buy food for my... Sure, that'll work. You got a deal.
Okay, that's good. All right, and now waste time until 9 o'clock and then it should open. Now we can see the Famous Adventurer. Let's talk to him about the Rite of Peace.
If you're going to Atlantis, you better find a way to breathe water. No way you can get there without drowning otherwise.
Interesting. Ask about Atlantis.
I'll let you in on some well-kept secrets because I know you're a good guy. Atlantis isn't out in the middle of the sea. It's right smack dab in the middle of the island of Skyrus, in the lake in the center of the island.
Interesting.
Tough getting there, though. Those Tritons guard those waters pretty thoroughly.
Okay, what about Atlantis' secrets?
Well, there are a few secret panels I found in Atlantis. The last side panel of the first sections of the wall had a small secret passage. Got me past a guard, if I recall right.
Okay.
Then there was a big circular tower with a shell on it. Yeah, it had a secret passage on the side that led directly to the throne room. You gotta be very sneaky to use them, though. The Tritons will be doing their best to kill all intruders.
Well, as long as we scare them away, it should be fine. And now say goodbye.
If you think of it, you might take the queen some flowers. Tell her they were from me. She might like that.
It may not be necessary considering that we are a paladin. And now that that's done, we already have the magic spear. So now we need to save because, well, now we just need to save. All right, our next task is we need to immediately head over to our balloon. So let's quickly cut over to the area map inside our balloon. Okay, in our balloon, we don't want to head to Skyrus just yet. We actually want to head over to Limnos, where Arana is. We need to talk to her about something.
Welcome to my new home. As you can see, I am starting to make this island into a place of peace and beauty. I thank you deeply for restoring me to life. It is an incredible joy to be alive after all those years trapped in darkness and then drifting in Hades.
Well, you are quite welcome. Get out your magic seeds, put them onto your belt, and then give them to Arana.
These seeds are magical. How wondrous. It is so sweet of you to give me such a fine gift. I thank you for your kindness.
You are quite welcome. And now we need to talk to Arana about Atlantis.
Atlantis was a land of wizards and users of magic. It sunk into the sea eons ago when by their magics, they released a dragon-like creature of fire and destruction. Some were able to survive by transforming themselves into sea creatures. I have heard that the city is protected by water and by land, though it lies in the depths. All that live there have magic still, and guard their city well. You will need to swim a long time if you are to go to Atlantis. I shall make you a gift. Take this, and you shall breathe the water as if it were air. Send the message of peace with Silmaria.
We will. You are given the Amulet of Water Breathing. Very nice. That will help us through Atlantis. And now go through the rest of the topics and then we'll get out. And now we need to find out where the Skyros Island is. Skyros is in the southwest, apparently, according to this. Yep, that's southwest. So now we need to take our balloon and we need to head over there. It's gonna be probably dark by the time we get there, but who cares? And since it's getting to night, we'll probably rest up. We'll cast RIP, 8 hours of blissfully uninterrupted sleep, and then we will feed ourselves some fruit just in case. And then I think we need to, you aren't hungry right now, you might wait to say, okay. I think we need to head over to this area here. You have the feeling that there is some danger nearby, but it seems to be hidden. Equipment, equip the water breathing amulet. I think this is it, I'm not quite sure. Enter the shell icon. This didn't look like a shell icon. Exit out just a moment. That doesn't appear to be a shell icon. Oh, that is the shell icon that we're looking for. Okay, let's enter in it. Now, hopefully with this water breathing amulet, we should be fine. So, we need to somehow find an ancient door. That seems to be the ancient door we're looking for. Get out your magic spear and use it on the door. And then quickly get out. Just in case there are any... wait until they come back. Actually, get out your spells and use the ore. Ore always works. Cast. That was a little bit too close. So now we enter the blackness of the tunnel. Fortunately, you see that the passageway walls are luminescent, allowing you to find your way. So now we start swimming. You feel like you've been swimming for miles and miles along an endless passageway. Suddenly there's a light at distance, and you quickly make for the exit. And that, bye. All right, now we are in Atlantis. So we need to swim directly right over the wall. It's best to just use your mouse for this. It's a little bit awkward otherwise. If he starts to notice me... Okay. Where the hell are we going? I feel like we screwed up. 1 second. Okay, let's see what happens if we interact with one of the panels here. Oh, that's what we were supposed to do. Okay, I screwed up for some reason. The passageway is extremely disorienting, so you wind up swimming toward the light. Okay, and then we should enter... okay, I have no idea why, but whatever. And then... interact with three to get past the nearby Triton guard. Through here, swim to the bottom of the sea floor and towards the camera. Oh. Okay, so we need to find the sea floor. Hopefully these guys don't attack me as I'm passing through. I feel like I shouldn't be here. This is like a bad idea. Should I even be here? What happens if we just, cast ore and then... like, what happens? Actually, what happens if we get out the peace thing? Move it over here. Okay, will we need to cast it again? Knock on the doors? Open the doors? Can we just, talk to them? Nope! What happens if we cast peace?
Intruder, come no farther.
Can we greet the Queen of Atlantis?
You have proven yourself powerful. We will listen to what you say. Remember, though, you are outnumbered, and we have great power too.
I didn't think I could go the front way. That's pretty annoying. I thought I was going to do something sneaky for that. Oh well, ask about the Queen.
I am Hippolyta, Queen of Atlantis. This is my kingdom that you have invaded.
Aha, ask about the war.
Several months back, my people were attacked by ships sailing from the port of Silmaria. Four-legged wizards would cast spells at Tritons, and the sailors cast nets to drag the sea folk to their deaths. We have
So you were just defending
retaliated by attacking
yourselves.
all ships and boats that we can. We avoid harm by staying deep underwater. We will win this war.
Let's talk about the peace treaty.
What right have you to ask us for peace? You air breathers started this war by attacking us. As long as the blood of my people is shed by yours, there will be no peace.
Let's talk about ourselves. Maybe if we tell her that we're a paladin.
You are a hero in many lands, and you now seek the end to this war? How do I know that your words are not lies?
Because we are a paladin.
I have not met one like you. You speak words of peace, and there is strength behind your speech. But you are only one man. How can you assure this peace and prevent the air breathers from attacking us again?
Talk about being a paladin.
A paladin is bound by honor, you say. Very well. Then you must find the one who caused this war and bring him to justice. Only then can there be lasting peace between our people.
You got it. You were handed a statue as a symbol of
There
peace.
shall be peace between those of the land and ourselves. Go now, ye who should be king. Send word of the peace between us and the war that awaits us all.
Okay, you were escorted out of Atlantis by the Tritons. Alright, so now we can actually head out. But it is a little bit too late to do what I want to do, I think. Unless we decide to do the, unless we decide to do it now. So let's get into our, actually, let's, sleep here. We'll rest, cast rip. Would we need to eat? Let's see. Inventory, fruit? You aren't hungry right now. Alright. Let's get into our balloon and then head over back to Silmaria. When you've returned to Silmaria, you want to take out your peace statue and give it to one of the guards at the Hall of Kings.
You have completed the rite of peace. All will be summoned shortly.
Alright, this is the 6th rite we would have completed.
Dr. Pretorius, you are accused of drugging the wizards
yes.
Erasmus
Forgot
and
about this.
Chakra and attempting to drug others. What have you to say of this?
I have harmed no one. I have merely attempted to make certain that those pesky perverters of reality who call themselves wizards do not interfere with this contest. This was done to make certain that science should prevail over such nonsensical sorcery. This kingdom must be ruled by reason, not magical quackery.
You do not deny that you and Gort are directly involved with drugging the wizards?
Of course not. I'm a perfectly honest person.
Very well. By your own words, Dr. Pretorius, you have convicted yourself of the crime of distributing illegal drugs. Gort, you too are accused of being an accomplice and accessory to this crime. You are disqualified from the rights of rulership.
No, you can't disqualify Gort. I protest. Science must rule.
Oh, he's
This
changed.
is not fair. You are fools, all of you, to believe that neutralizing magicians is some sort of crime. They perpetrate the crime of altering reality. Why don't you convict them? We scientists deserve to rule this misbegotten little kingdom. Only we can show the world the way to the future. Only we can destroy the superstitious sorcerers and let technology triumph. We will overcome the occult. Science rules.
Take them away.
Take them. They're just one person. Well, that's over with.
The people of Atlantis have pledged their alliance with Silmaria. Our boats will again be able to sail without fear of attack from the Tritons of the sea. Our harbor will again be safe for free trade. The Prince of Shapir went into the depths of the sea. He found Atlantis and brought forth a symbol of peace between our lands and people. Thus ends the rite of peace.
Well, that was spectacular. Though a little bit odd. I'm sorry that I completed that a little bit wonkily. You are dismissed and to rest up for the next rite. You then return to the Hall of Kings at 3:40-ish p.m.
By tradition, there have always been 7 rites of rulership. The quests have always been of the highest importance to the kingdom. The last of these quests is always the most critical.
Yeah.
This is the final rite of rulership. Our kingdom has been terrorized by an assassin. Our king, our citizens, and our comrades have fallen to his poisonous blade. He must be stopped.
Yes,
However,
he will.
An assassin is but a tool. Mercenaries invading our countryside are but a tool. Inciting war between the Tritons and Silmaria too somehow ties into our present
Yeah,
situation.
someone is perpetrating
It
this.
is not a coincidence that all these events have occurred now. You will seek out the cause of all these events. You will find the one person responsible for these terrible deeds. You will make that person pay for all the death and destruction he has brought to Silmaria.
Oh, we will.
This is the rite of justice.
The last rite of the rites of rulership. You are escorted by the guards through the corridors of the Hall of Kings and eventually let out of gate. So, we've got some stuff that we need to do before we attempt this, but I think we might stop the episode here. We have completed the Rite of Peace. We are now on the final rite, the Rite of Justice. In the next episode, we've got some prep that we need to do before that, a few little mini quests, and then, once those are completed, we are going to be finishing this game, probably in the next episode. So, thank you so much for stumbling onto one of the most average gaming channels out there. Like and subscribe for more if you enjoyed the video. Check the corresponding playlist assuming something turns up or one of the recommended that pops up below it. I'm the Average Rook and I shall see you soon, for there is more average content coming your way.